Buddy co-host, what happened?
I mean, man, it's looking crazy out here, man. Sexy Red shares AI generated picture of her and MLK, Martin Luther King, to celebrate MLK Day. Now, this is just disrespectful. Like, they're saying that basically what's going on is, you know how this generation is going crazy with the whole AI stuff. They making these crazy pictures of different people. Like, Angel Reese had an AI picture, but now they got Sexy Red with MLK, and it looks like...
Before AI, though, they still have Photoshop. People act like that ain't new.
Yeah, you had Photoshop, but I mean, this looks way better than Photoshop. They got my dog in.
That looks like a wax figure.
You think so?
Yeah, it looks like from one of the wax museums.
No matter of fact,
because there's like no life to his face. You know, like all the wax figures. You know, it's like they look really good, but you could tell they're like dead inside.
Well, I mean, it looks like you. Looks like you was okay with this, but I mean, Miss Bernice.
I thought I was saying you look like you're dead inside.
Nah, I would never say that. Nah, but I mean, it sounds like you. I mean, you know what's going on, but Miss Bernice King ain't know what's going on. This is
she ain't in tune, man.
She's one. I mean,
she should have been mad 10 years ago when everyone was doing the Chief Keef MLK memes. Did she say anything then? No, she probably did. She probably was like, no, because Sosa would have been there.
I mean,
Sosa would have marched with MLK if he was alive at that time.
He wouldn't.
He would have. You know, he probably would have led the march.
Whoa.
He probably would have gave the "I Have a Dream" speech.
This is disrespectful. They need to slander you in the comments right now. You can't say anything.
What?
You can't be talking about that.
You can't have Sosa give the speech on MLK Day?
Hell nah. See, this is exactly what the old people was talking about. Yeah, young people got no respect for these elders. MLK out here did a lot, man. He marched for a cause. He marched for a reason.
March on 63rd.
It's horrible. Like you don't see them doing this for Christopher Columbus Day. You don't see them.
They're trying to cancel Christopher Columbus
Day. For what?
Because they didn't even land in the United States.
Man, that's old, man. They still count them. You don't see them.
Enough.
You don't see them got Christopher Columbus out here on pictures next to Sexy Red with milk mustaches. But you got that with MLK.
Who you getting milk mustaches?
I mean, clearly that's what's going on. That's what Sexy Red trying to do. She's saying a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, and on top of that, I think
she did also post one of the old social memes with MLK, but then also added herself to.
And then Sukiyana said she was gonna do. She said she was do something with MLK also. So Miss Bernice has been hearing a lot of disrespect towards her pops.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's why I understand where she's coming from. Because I mean, if I had a dead relative, I wouldn't want nobody talking all this crazy about it. But I mean, it's the culture nowadays. These kids don't care. They're doing what they want to do, and it's funny. And I really didn't know it was a problem until now. I mean, like you said,
I wonder if it's like everyone's on social media now. Because I don't know if maybe she wasn't on social media back then. Because like kind of like older people got onto social media late.
True.
So who knows? Like 10 years ago, she might have still not messed with social media back then. She may be on like Twitter now. So I think that's what she said. Something right was Twitter.
Yeah, I mean,
or X. You know what I'm saying?
She said it on X. I mean, we got the comments right here, man. We gonna play it with the famous Martin Luther King speech. You know, to brighten up this episode before my co-host gets toxic.
I'm tired of marching. Tired of marching for something that should have been mine at birth. I don't mind saying to you tonight. I don't mind saying to you tonight that I'm tired of the tension surrounding our days. I don't mind saying to you tonight that I'm tired of living every day under the threat of death. I have no martyr complex. I want to live as long as anybody in this building tonight. And sometimes
Degenerate, ghetto, inch, or trash?
I must confess I'm tired.
She tired, but I mean, honestly, you know, the real thing.
I mean, what are they talking about? I mean, even when we were in college, the MLK was on the flyers for parties.
She didn't like that either.
She didn't. I mean, but
she don't like none of that type of stuff. She wants him to be honored. Remember, they got a statue of him for a reason. You want to see MLK, you go to the statue. Besides that, you don't put him on your
Everyone
flyers.
posts pictures of MLK. Like you act people like don't post pictures of MLK on like Instagram and Facebook since like that's been a thing.
What you doing, Christopher Columbus? There's a clear picture of Christopher Columbus out there.
You don't post Christopher Columbus because he didn't do nothing.
He found America, allegedly.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be fine at the cookout.
This
guy, you're not gonna be allowed in. They're like, go hang with Christopher Columbus, you jerk. That's what they're gonna say.
Ain't no Triscuit cracker. I'm not a light brown cracker.
Yeah.
Nah, but
Yeah, you're definitely not a Ritz.
nah, but honestly, what she's really upset about is the whole this whole Trump thing that's going on. How he says he's gonna release the declassified files of like JFK and everybody.
And then we'll see that our own government had something to do with this.
Yeah.
Just like allegedly our own government with JFK.
You saw the video of the JFK one?
Yeah, where it looks like the guy riding a shotgun turned around and shot him.
The driver, I think it was driver.
Not the driver, the guy riding a shotgun.
Yeah,
Shotty.
they had that.
Shotty with a shotgun.
And then they have these messages from like J. Edgar Hoover. I think J. Edgar Hoover. He had like they released police reports right now allegedly talking about like MLK, how they was like spying on him and how he was like messing with all these girls and how he was doing all these orgies, like a whole bunch of crazy stuff.
So
like,
MLK was famous doing famous people things. Allegedly, that's the standard.
I mean, that's what they're saying, but people don't want to talk about him like that in that light, even though some people say he was. But like, you don't want to talk about him in that light. You just want to talk about him as in like the things he did for the people. Because even they got on B. Simone, because B. Simone said like MLK isn't a great man because he fought for free. He fought for all the rights and everything, but he still cheated on his wife, so he was a horrible man. And they like smashed him for that. I
mean, sometimes to be a great leader,
you gotta crack a few eggs.
You gotta crack a few eggs.
Disrespectful. This is exactly why the beef.
I mean, it's just like, think about it. It's like that's what they say. Like, hey, you can't trust those basketball players. Like, they cheating on the road, or football players that cheating on the road. It's like, oh, he's a civil rights celebrity. They're probably cheating on the road.
Yeah, I mean, he understand he was doing that. I mean, and also, they have that problem, and also I remember his kids was mad that I guess he wasn't spending a lot of time with him because he needs spending a lot because he was like a civil rights person
for their freedom.
It's not. I mean,
he doesn't have time to be daddy when he's fighting for freedom. That's just right. Daddy got to fight for freedom. You go play with mommy. You gotta go play with mommy and your little childish things while I fight for freedom. That's what he told him.
It's a sacrifice you got to make.
It's a sacrifice you got to make
for freedom.
Yeah. For freedom.
Oh, horrible. But nah, I mean,
apparently you didn't listen to the speech.
I did. Of course I did.
You weren't inspired.
I wasn't.
You didn't have no dream. You only have nightmares.
We got the podcast. It's a dream. Nah, but I mean, at least Sexy. I am proud that Sexyy Red did apologize real quickly, and on top of that, she took down the photo. Well, she took down this photo of the AI generated, but
and then she put the Chief Keef one on.
She left the Chief Keef, the Chief Keef, and her the Million Man March with her like holding a stack of money in her hand. I mean,
that was my picture for the longest on Twitter. The Chief Keef. It was like Chief Keef, MLK, and what's his face? I'm drawing a blank. The more radical MLK.
Reverend Jesse Jackson?
No.
Who?
They're gonna get mad at you.
Malcolm X?
Malcolm X. Thank you. It took too long.
What?
Minus 2 points. Minus 2 points. Minus 5 points. Comment down below how many points. I don't because it took too long to know Malcolm X.
Oh my God!
I knew Malcolm X.
It could have been George Washington.
I was just having a brain fart on camera. It could have been. This guy should have known Malcolm X like this.
It could have been George Washington Carver.
Nope. You're not talking about Mr. Peanut Butter.
It could have been the great P. Diddy.
This guy wants to talk about peanut butter. I'm talking about the great
Diddy
Malcolm X. See, setting people back. It's exactly what we're talking about. Bernice, hit me in the DMs.
Nah, but once
you can come on the show and correct my co-host.
But once again, I applaud Sexyy Red for being an adult, taking accountability, and deleting it off her page.
She posted another one. What accountability is that?
It wasn't as bad as this one right here with her being disrespectful. Her in the club.
So because like one's AI with photorealism versus one's like an old Photoshop from like 2013, that one's okay.
I mean, hey. I mean, yeah. At the moment, right now,
it's all okay. I think Bernice was just being extra because, I mean, at the end of the day, she act like I said, you act like your dad ain't been used for party flyers,
which is wrong,
for 20 years. For 20 years, and then you want to single out Sexyy Red. I think Sexyy Red was an easy target, honestly, for Bernice King, and she set her eyes on Sexyy Red because I feel like that this was a way to get herself back in the news. Honestly, I mean, because, like, what's the point?
You know what? You are right.
Sexyy Red's is a ratchet woman, but she's super famous, and she's famous for being ratchet. And then everybody in the world uses MLK in some sort of way in MLK Day, in even ways that may be borderline not cool. And she wants to single out Sexyy Red when this isn't even a crazy picture. She's literally holding his hand. She's not making out with him. She's not twerking on him. She's literally looking at him, and it looks like a regular classic dance.
I mean,
So it's like literally nothing disrespectful here.
you might be on to something because the
But
inauguration.
it's not my place to say.
You might be on to something because the inauguration did happen on MLK Day.
That's
and,
racism.
And some people talked about it, some people talked about it, but it didn't get a lot of views. But for some strange reason,
Anytime you talk about it, they just shadow ban you.
But as soon as Sexyy Red pop up, they do this. It's going viral. Everybody talks about it.
Ratchet goes viral. Why do you think you go viral? Because you're ratchet.
First off, I listen to Selena Gomez.
You be in the streets.
I listen to Taylor.
You wouldn't be on the dirty.com if you weren't ratchet.
I listen to Taylor Swift. I'm a Swiftie. What do you mean?
Check out the dirty.com and look him up by his street name.
Nah, speaking of dirty, ooh, I like that segue. So you segue into the next topic then. Speaking of dirty dogs.